1. Which adult learning principles should guide the design of a CCA prep course to maximize learner engagement? A. Focus exclusively on theoretical knowledge. B. Connect content to real-world applications. C. Deliver information through rote memorization. Avoid learner participation to save time. 2. When developing a CCA training curriculum, which step ensures alignment with CATO's professional standards? A. Creating instructor bios. E. Reviewing regulatory and industry requirements. C. Collecting participant feedback post-course. D. Scheduling training sessions first. 3. Which mentoring technique best encourages critical thinking for candidates learning compliance procedures? A. Providing step-by-step answers with no discussion. E. Asking candidates to justify their compliance decisions. C. Preventing them from attempting complex scenarios. D. Assigning only passive reading materials. 4. Which evaluation method most accurately measures a learner's ability to apply training content in a real-world setting? A. End-of-session smile sheets. B. Scenario-based performance assessments. C. Attendance tracking. D. Pre-test demographic surveys. 5. During compliance training, which strategy is most effective for adult learners? Delivering long lectures without interaction. B. Presenting case studies of past compliance failures. C. Having learners memorize regulatory text. D. Avoiding opportunities for questions. 6. Which communication channel is most effective for quickly informing associates of urgent regulatory updates? A. Quarterly compliance newsletter. B. Annual face-to-face training. C. Real-time email or messaging alert. D. Post-course survey. 7. Gathering learner feedback during pilot sessions to refine a CCA prep program is an example of A. Summative evaluation. B. Formative evaluation. C. Norm-referenced assessment. D. Terminal evaluation. 8. To ensure candidates master data integrity standards, which curriculum component is most effective? A. Reading about integrity policies only. B. Hands-on data validation exercises. C. Watching lecture slides passively. D. Memorizing policy terminology. 9. Which mentoring approach best develops analytical skills in new associates? A. Reviewing their work and giving constructive feedback. E. Ignoring mistakes to build confidence. C. Publicly criticizing errors in group settings. D. Withholding guidance until final evaluation. 10. Which regulation most commonly governs ethical standards in CATO-related roles? A. GDPR. B. CATO Code of Ethics and Standards. C. HIPAA. D. Sarbanes-Oxley Act. 11. In the ADDIE instructional design model, which phase should come first when creating a CCA training plan? A. Implementation. B. Analysis. C. Design. D. Evaluation. 12. Which communication barrier most likely hinders knowledge transfer in technical compliance training? A. Use of clear, simple language. B. Overuse of acronyms and jargon. C. Providing visual aids with explanations. D. Encouraging interactive questions. 13. Developing a compliance audit simulation for training is an example of A. Experiential learning. B. Formative assessment. C. Norm reference testing. D. Reaction level evaluation. 14. Which mentoring model is ideal when a senior associate supports multiple candidates in parallel? A. Reverse mentoring. B. Group mentoring. C. Peer-to-peer mentoring. D. E-mentoring only. 15. During curriculum development, which step ensures that CCA training content meets legal requirements? A. Creating course schedule. E. Compliance review of training materials. C. Collecting end-of-course evaluations. D. Offering optional practice quizzes. 16. In Kirkpatrick's model, which level measures whether learners use their new skills in daily work? A. Level 1. Reaction. B. Level 2. Learning. C. Level 3. Behavior. D. Level 4. Results. 17. Which adult learning characteristic is most critical for designing CCA training sessions? A. Desire for practical application. B. Total dependence on instructor. C. Preference for rote memorization. D. Lack of relevant prior experience. 18. Which method is best for confirming learners' understanding of updated compliance guidelines? A. Scenario-based post-test. B. Counting course completions. C. Gathering informal comments. D. Sharing a PDF without follow-up. 9-10. When mentoring an associate on reporting standards, which approach is most effective? A. Walk them through a sample report and ask for their own version. B. Tell them to read the manual only. C. Avoid giving feedback until the next audit. D. Allow them to continue without correction. 20. To measure the long-term effect of risk management training, which evaluation is most appropriate? Immediate reaction survey. Tracking incident reports over time. C. Recording training attendance. D. Collecting participant enjoyment ratings. 21. Which communication method is most effective for presenting compliance results to senior management? A. Provide raw data only. B. Highlight key findings with actionable recommendations. C. Overload slides with detailed legal text. D. Deliver unstructured verbal summary. 22. In curriculum design, which element specifies what learners should accomplish after completing training? A. Learning objectives. B. Resource plan. C. Course outline. D. Instructor guide. 23. Which evaluation type is most appropriate for revising a training program before its full rollout? A. Summative evaluation. E. Formative evaluation. C. ROI analysis. D. Post-training survey only. 24. Which delivery method best supports busy CCA candidates with varying schedules? A. Self-paced e-learning modules. B. Mandatory in-person full-day sessions. C. Unscheduled live-only webinars. D. One-time lecture format. 25. Which mentoring practice creates a safe environment for discussing mistakes in compliance work? A. Confidential, constructive feedback. B. Criticism in public forums. C. Avoiding feedback altogether. D. Limiting conversation to performance reviews only. 26. What is the primary purpose of conducting a needs assessment before creating CCA training? A. Evaluate trainer performance. B. Identify existing skill and knowledge gaps. C. Measure post-training ROI. D. Track course participation numbers. 27. Creating compliance checklists and job aids for associates falls under which ADDI phase? A. Analysis. B. Design. C. Implementation. D. Evaluation. 28. Which method best ensures compliance across multiple departments consistently? A. Publishing guidelines once with no follow-up. B. Targeted training with periodic monitoring. C. Allowing teams to create their own rules. D. Waiting for audit results to find gaps. 29. Which communication tool is most effective for mentoring in real time during critical tasks? A. Pre-recorded tutorials. B. Instant messaging or live call. C. Monthly newsletter. D. End-of-year summary session. 30. In advanced CCA training, which activity uses learners' prior experience to deepen understanding? A. Facilitating peer-led problem-solving discussions. B. Requiring rote memorization of definitions. C. Presenting information with no interaction. D. Assigning outdated case studies only. 31. Which metric best demonstrates the value of compliance training to organizational performance? A. Number of attendees. B. Participant satisfaction score. C. Reduction in compliance violations or audit findings. D. Hours of training logged. 32. What is the most effective mentoring strategy for preparing associates for future leadership roles? A. Assigning challenging projects with coaching. B. Restricting them to routine, low-risk tasks. C. Giving them theory materials only. D. Keeping them out of decision-making processes. 33. During post-training evaluation, which question type best measures a change in learners' attitudes about compliance culture? A. Multiple-choice fact recall. B. Open-ended reflective question. C. True-false quiz. D. Matching terminology activity.